Wearing nothing but a flimsy cloth that was already soaked through, his small screams were borne across the cliffs by the wind. He was initially discovered by Aiko as an untamed healer with soft eyes and a tenderness unique in her world. She bent down, caressed the child's cheek, and sensed the slight warmth leaving him. The clan leader, Ked, stood silently behind her, his face expressionless. "He'll die out here," Aiko muttered. Ked's answered, "We don't care about that. Weak people died. The strong live." Nevertheless, she raised the infant, protecting him from the rain. Aiko embraced the infant tightly. "Ryo will be your..." As the years went by, Ryo developed inside the assassin compound's quiet corridors. His stare was blank, while his stance stiff. The training was harsh. Splinters scattered all over the floor as wooden swords struck dummies. However, he stole away to the small garden every night when the compound was empty. A lone white lily grew there. He gazed at its petals, perplexed as to why its presence felt his chest constrict. There, Aiko would locate him. She softly informed him, "Even blades break if they're too cold." The young child she saved was still alive somewhere deep behind. The world's only softness vanished the day Aiko, a carriage incident, a broken wheel, a tumble down the mountain path. Lily spread like snow. Later that night, Ryo gazed at her altar, the candlelight quivering as if it were grieving too. Behind him was Ked, dressed in black symbolizing pity. He remarked, "She was too gentle. I'll shape you now." Ryo's response sounded empty. "Then shape me." By his 20s, he was deadly and silent, moving like a shadow. Yamato, another assassin created by the same merciless fire, but still able to find joy, was usually standing next to him. With swords cutting through gunfire and terror, they hunted together under bright skies. Ryo did not hesitate to kill. "Have you ever believed that we are the villains?" Yamato inquired. Ryo replied, "There are no bad guys, just orders. However, pride bred fractures, and those cracks will soon unlock fate." A familiar aroma of lily drew Ryo inside a quiet flower shop on a wet afternoon. The girl behind the desk appeared delicate, cozy, and somewhat uncomfortable in his environment. Yuki was her name. Even though she could feel his weight, she grinned. "You appear to be overly burdened." He just stared, unable to comprehend how a stranger could see him with such clarity. She only spoke about flowers, the weather, and life without violence. Silently, but attentively, he listened. Ryo's absence during late-night training caught Cade's attention. "Attachments make you weak," told Cade. Despite lowering his head, Ryo continued to visit the flower shop. One day, Yuki gave Ryo a little lily. Uncertain whether he earned it, Ryo froze as he gazed at it. Ryo was called by Ked. "You've become softer. You are blinded by a flower." Ryo made the error of not disputing it, which he would later pay for. "I'll cut it at the root if this weakness spreads." In an attempt to reveal the truth before Ked could take action, Ryo rushed over to Yuki's store. However, smoke began to rise long before the building was visible. The first two assassins had arrived. The flower shop caught fire and burned violently. Yuki lay outdoors, mortally wounded, among the flames. Ryo rushed over to her and gently lifted her. His words finally came out as he breathed deeply. I love you." She gave a small smile. "I know." Then he faced the shadows. A retribution awaited him. With sunken eyes and icy rage, Ryo made his way back to the compound. Threats were drowned out by his quiet. Amused, Ked observed. Ryo's internal storm was just getting started. Torn between friendship and loyalty, Yamato clenched his jaw. In the main hall, Ryo finally turned to face Ked. He snapped, "You killed her." Ked didn't refute it. It was necessary to eliminate a distraction. Steel against steel, anger against reason, Ryo and Ked battled. With a serious cut on his arm, Ked stumbled. Yamato emerged behind them, frozen by what he saw, before Ryo could strike again. Ryo rushed at Yamato. However, he paused seconds before the fatal blow. He was unable to murder his friend. Ked stealthily lifted his blade to strike as he turned aside. Yamato took the lead and was pierced by Ked's sword. Yamato fell into Ryo's embrace. Something inside Ryo was permanently broken by his last breath. Ryo's sorrow turned into uncontrollable rage. Ryo delivered the last strike. The boy he had once shaped beat Ked. He laid flowers for Yamato and Yuki and buried them next to one another. His tears had dried up years ago, so he didn't cry. But there was more grief in his stillness than in any cry. A modest flower store reopened in a peaceful neighborhood many months later. A framed picture of him and Yuki grinning, a rare moment of tranquility, was placed behind the counter. He inhaled the aroma of lily. He experienced warmth for the first time in his life.